The Bible makes no sense if you have a merely symbolic view of communion or the Eucharist. In the New Testament, Jesus is repeatedly referred to as the new Passover lamb. But to fully understand this, we need to first look at what the original Passover lamb was like and how Jesus is similar to that Passover lamb at all. The first Passover can be read about in the book of Exodus, where Moses and the Jews were trying to escape from their slavery under Pharaoh in Egypt so that they can go into the wilderness and worship God. Through Moses, God sends a bunch of plagues and signs over Egypt to convince Pharaoh that it is in his best interest to just let these people go. But because of Pharaoh's hardness of heart, God's final action against the Egyptians would involve the death of the firstborn of every household, including the livestock. And God gave the Jews very specific instructions for how to protect their firstborn from the angel of death. In short, each household had to sacrifice a lamb and consume it, but there were some very specific qualifications for the lamb that was to be sacrificed. For one, the lamb must be a male in his prime and unblemished. Second, there must be no broken bones in the lamb when they kill it. Third, it would have to be sacrificed by the father of each household. And finally, the lamb would have to be consumed in its completeness in order for that household to be saved from death. And Jesus matches all of these characteristics of the Passover lamb in that when he offered himself up as a sacrifice, Jesus was in his prime, he was unblemished, and none of his bones were broken during the crucifixion. And he was sent by God the Father to be sacrificed so that we all might be saved from death. But of course, Jesus tells us that we receive that salvation through eating his body in John chapter 6. He says, "Whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood has life in him, and I will raise him on the last day." He also says in the same chapter, "Unless you eat my flesh and drink my blood, you have no life in you." Just as in the first Passover, the sacrificial act was not complete until everybody had eaten the lamb in its entirety. In the same way, we receive the fruits of the sacrifice that Jesus offered on the cross by consuming him. God bless you. I hope this helps. And if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments.